for the moment. However, those clashes we saw between the police and the protesters have been some of the most rambunctious, intense clashes I've seen in the last 15 months or so in France. I just want to give you a sense of what sort of damage has been created from those clashes, and not just the clashes, but the damage that was caused by the protesters. The police had warned early on Tuesday morning ahead of these May Day protests that they thought they were going to be hijacked by anti-capitalists, by anti-fascists, and they were indeed that. They came out in their hundreds, ready with their gear, their safety gear, to be able to protect themselves from the tear gas, the masks. Just have a look at this. This is one of the vehicles that they burnt, still smoking there, and just behind it, the plumes of smoke that came up from this vehicle, huge black plumes of smoke, went up and just completely masked this block of apartments where people were living. The protesters were damaging and smashing items up across this part of Paris, and the police had let them be. However, when they came and when they started the fires here and when these apartment blocks were put in danger, then the police intervened and we were caught in that crossfire. Here's what happened. We're in the middle of clashes now, starting with the police. I want you to have a look over there. You'll see the tear gas that's coming up to us. The police are moving in, and that's because just behind us there is a fire going on. The demonstrators have put fire to a vehicle and a motorbike, and as you can see, that's the smoke. Oh gosh, Well, as you might have gathered, we've just been in the middle of what was quite a large clash between the police and the protesters. Just look behind me. This is one of the trucks with the water cannons, and you can see the gendarme now coming down, and you can see some of the water and the foam that's been on the ground to try and push these protesters back. Take a look behind me, and they're actually trying to barricade themselves up now. That's after they set fire to what looked like a JCB. In fact, it's still on fire over there in the distance. And what the protesters did is, if you just turn around a little bit more, come with me and have a look at this, you may see this big plume of dark smoke coming up here. And the protesters, what they did is they lit fire to what seemed to be some sort of motorbike and a car. Charlotte Dubinsky, RT, Paris.
And France was not the only country to witness unrest between police and protesters. Both Turkey and Greece also saw their Labour Day rallies turn violent. In Germany, May Day rallies also resulted in clashes between demonstrators and the authorities. Scuffles broke out between the police and anti-fascist activists in Berlin. Up to 10,000 people attended the march, despite it not being authorised. More than 5,000 officers were deployed to control the march.